between 350 and 400,000.
If they can pay like 300, will be manageable.
Let's say around 250, 200 is fair.
300,000 naira minimum wage won't be a bad idea.
The federal government and the NLC is at negotiation on the new minimum wage increment. The federal government has upped their offer to 54,000 naira, while the NLC is insisting on 615,000 naira. Let's hit the street and hear the public's opinion on how much they feel salary earners should earn as a minimum wage in Nigeria. My name is Amalachu Monwe and this is Eyes on the Street.
54 is not realistic actually, considering the economic situation. You see, the dollar rate has skyrocketed, alarmingly skyrocketed, and every item, every good, every economic, viability is going down. And for a civil servant who relies only on his salary, it's quite unrealistic. Though the requirement by NLC for 650 is also on the high side. We have to look at it, the pros and cons. You understand? But for a country like Nigeria, where things are like what they are now, though very, very soon, according to the government, according to our President Bola Tinubu, and like we are seeing it happening, it's going to be good for everyone.
I think what NLC is saying is the best because everybody knows what is happening in Nigeria, and the economy is not fair to everybody, you understand? So if government is saying 54, we should go to the market and buy things. You know how much it costs. Most times you see people go to the market to buy things, and at the end of the day, it looks as if you misplaced money. You understand? So 54,000, what is it going to buy when you go out to buy something in the market?
How can you, for God's sake, how can government be talking about 54,000 naira in this current dispensation when a bag of rice is far more than 54,000? Tell me, how can somebody work for 30 or 31 days and what you are going to pay him cannot buy a bag of rice? That's the highest of wickedness.
Let's be sincere to ourselves. I think what the labor is doing, I'm backing them on this because they are right. If they are giving us minimum wage, let the committee go around and ask, please, how much to rent a room in this Abuja we are in? Let them go and ask, how much are they renting a room? Because you have to rent a room and put your family inside. You have to come to work. How much is transport? Let's imagine now, you are renting a room in Lugbe here. From here to Lugbe, average of transport, let's say 1,000 naira. And you have to come here 5 times in a week, that's 5,000 naira. Okay, 5,000 naira times 4, that's 20,000 naira. Remaining how much? 35,000 naira. What will you drop at home as a family man? You have to drop money for your family. Your children will eat, your wife will eat. Let's not even talk about the school fees. So how is 55,000 naira realistic? It's not realistic. Let's be sincere.
Federal government is far from being right because that 600 and something they worked is the only thing that can measure to what is in the economic situation in the country as at now. If you check that 600 and something, how much is it per dollar? It's the only thing that can help them to feed, transport themselves, pay their children's school fees and every other thing.
Sincerely, minimum wage should actually reflect covering all these other aspects of the human life of the civil servant, which includes transportation, feeding, housing, and the rest of them. Realistically, how far can 54,000 naira do for a Nigerian worker? Can that house him? Can that feed him and his family? Can that even take care of his transportation? Sincerely speaking, that is not even enough to bring you to work and take you home every day for the 28 days or 22 days rather, the number of days you work in the month. It's not enough, not to talk of taking care of your housing, taking care of your feeding.
In having listened to people's view and opinion on the new minimum wage increment, people are of the opinion that the salary should be increased to 300, 400 and the rest of it. Some are not happy with the offer being made by the federal government. of the opinion that the federal government should go back to the drawing board and put people's opinion into consideration. Let's continue on the comment section and hear your views on how much you feel is enough for the new minimum wage. My name is Monwe Amalachuku and this is Eyes on the Streets.